Hello and welcome. This is going to be our submission video for Red Ball 4 series, full series, any percent. It's going to be a 6-person relay. So, first up, we're going to have NorXor playing Red Ball 12 levels. Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we're going to have that one guy, NNN, playing Red Ball 2 20 levels.
Hello.
Yes. Okay. All right. Next up, we're going to have YTK Bowser playing Red Ball 3 any percent.
Yo, what's up?
That's nice. Okay, next up we're gonna have BNMC. She's gonna be playing Volume 1 of Red Ball 4.
What's up?
Right? And next we're gonna have Motorjam playing Red Ball 4 Volume 2.
Hi.
Yes, and to wrap it all up, you're gonna have the one and only ItsMaximum, that's me, playing Red Ball 4 Volume 3 any percent. Very exciting. Red Ball is a flash game series developed by Evgeny Fedosev. Really great guy. He actually gave us the Red Ball source code, so we were able to do some cool stuff with that. We're really it's been an honor to speedrun his games, and glad that we're able to do this relay and submit it. So, anyways, we're gonna start with NorXor. I'm gonna put on his desktop audio, so he's gonna deafen on Discord, and we'll begin.
Speedrun his games.
Oh, all right, that's me. All right, I have to wait a bit.
Yeah,
Right, nope, still gotta wait. Dang, NorXor really does have a lot of stream delay.
Yeah, big delay.
Big delay.
But
It's
we
okay.
see him clicking the
Oh,
time.
okay,
There he
okay, he
goes.
started. Okay, well, timer's a bit
Alright,
delayed.
so-
I'm sorry about that.
All right, so should we start by explaining spike glitch?
Yeah, first, I think NorXor needs to move his mouse off the screen.
I don't think he's gonna notice.
He's
it's
not
a
gonna
second, sadly.
notice. It's that's so sad. All right, so yeah, go ahead and
Wait.
explain spike glitch.
Oh no.
All right.
Yeah, so at the end of the first level, he pause and unpause, which activates a thing called spike glitch, where if you have enough momentum, you can like basically jump on spikes without dying from them. It's really cool.
We don't know how it works, right?
Yeah. You actually saw spike glitch not work in level 3. Sometimes it does work, which proves that spike glitch can be inconsistent.
Yeah, we do believe that it has a lot to do with your angular velocity, which is how fast Red Ball is spinning. So basically, the faster Red Ball is spinning, the higher likelihood you will not die from the spikes.
Oh yeah, and he also just failed level 5, which loses like what, 3 seconds?
It's about 2 seconds, maybe a bit more. Let's see if he gets the jump here in 6. He does. That jump fails about 50% of the time, and it's really annoying. We have no idea why. There's just really nothing you can do about it.
Hold up and hope, basically.
Oh, he got
the spring jump.
Good. So that was a super jump in Red Ball 7. That's what we call it. That was yielded by a thought to be frame perfect jump input on that jumper pad, which allows him to get top route 7 is what we call it. If you fail that trick, usually runners will go for bottom route 7, which usually loses about 2 seconds to decent top route 7, you would say. We're going to be doing car here.
Jump on 10.
The thing about car is that's really inconsistent. You can see I just kind of fell there, but he did actually get pretty lucky there. It gave him a little boost. Now he's going to be attempting ninja on the bridge skip, which is really tough.
One of the biggest skips.
Oh, he got it! Wow, dude, what a speed runner right there. Very good for him to get that. He is gonna fail on this ball section at the end, which is gonna cost him a bit of time, but it's still very impressive that he was able to get ninja on the bridge skip.
Obviously, that's a big time save because he skipped that whole section. You like had to go down and then like go up.
Yeah, very impressive stuff.
Like,
and he didn't get fast beginning for 10.
It's alright. He did get a super jump in 10. That's going to save him a bit of time as well. He's going to reset that flag to set the boxes in a good cycle. And yeah, he's going to get a really good 10 here.
Yeah, he just went like super speed there.
All right, so
Very
this is
entertaining
train.
level.
Yeah, it's basically an auto scroller, though it does have some platforming at the end. We have theorized some ways to make this faster, but it really hasn't yielded great results or run viable results at least.
It is disappointing. 'Cause
You
I
can
feel
still
like
save and lose time, but very simple.
if he hadn't failed the level 9 thing at the end, I think NorXor would have actually been on PB pace.
Yeah, this
Pretty
was a really
crazy.
good run.
Yeah,
but
he has a
had that
331
death.
PB. All right, there we go. That is Red Ball 1 completed. Next up, we're going to have that one guy playing Red Ball 2. All right, looks all good. Great.
Yeah, Red Ball 2 is
Probably
the
start
longest
seeing
of
just
all
some
the
stream
mainstream
delay
Red
here.
Ball games.
All right, so
Alright, looks all good.
nice. Great run, NorXor. Good job. I have to switch
3
to
minutes,
Right.
41 seconds.
that one.
Yeah, Red Ball 2 is
Think
the
we're gonna start
longest of all the
seeing some
mainstream Red Ball
delay here.
games.
Alright, so nice. Great run, NorXor. Good job. Proud of you.
Yeah.
I have to switch to that one guy.
Sorry. I forgot to mute NorXor. All right. Sorry about that. Technical issues. Anyways, so yeah, something new about Red Ball 2 is that you need to collect stars to activate the flag.
And
So
the
that-
stars aren't optional at all. You need every single star in every single level, which makes going fast hard sometimes.
But Red Ball 2 does have the first instance of like double jumping in this game. It's pause jumping.
Yeah, and you actually get like a lot of height when you do it. Maybe like more than 3 times your height.
Yeah, it's
So
pretty
you can
crazy.
skip a lot of puzzles. Because Red Ball 2 has like a lot of puzzles that they try to throw at you, and you can like skip a lot.
So that was
of them
his
with the
first
skip
instance
pause.
of there. Oh, I got it. Cool.
He's actually trying to go for a cycle skip here. Let's see if he can get it. And he does.
Yep. It looks like he's gonna nail that pause jump there. Good work.
You're gonna hear cycle skip a lot in Red Ball 2.
Let's see if he's gonna go for this. He does, and
That's another.
wow,
cycle
he
skip.
nailed it. That's another cycle skip.
Jeez.
Really good run here so far, actually.
Very nice. I think time gain from Red Ball 2 should clean up any time loss from Red Ball 1.
Now, you actually had a really good Red Ball run, despite
Yeah, it was
you messing up
40.
9.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, the death at the end of 9, because he didn't really fail much.
I feel as if I did not mess up 9, I would have got to just this, but
There you go.
Some levels you have to go left, and he actually forgot, so he had to reset, so he
Yeah.
could go left at the beginning.
So Red Ball 2 has lots of puzzle elements, like way more puzzle elements than Red Ball 1 had. And it has like water, which is used in multiple levels. Here it's used to have a ball roll across and weigh down a rope, which will open up a gate. So these double jumps here are actually saving a lot of time because like these
Yeah,
are
this is
all
a
like
big puzzle, and you skip the whole.
yeah, you have to like
level.
shoot down that wall with a cannon, and we're just able to skip a lot of that. So despite the star requirement, Red Ball 2 has been really like has its time way cut down by this pause jumping glitch.
Mhm.
I think before pause jumping, the world record was like 15 minutes, and now it's like
I definitely
low
believe
8
it. There's
minutes.
some
So
big puzzles. There's like a lot of new mechanics that they added in Red Ball 2, which luckily have never returned since. But they really
Yeah.
shot a lot at you.
okay, so so despite landing in that toxic waste, that one guy didn't actually die. And the reason that happened is because Red Ball actually has like a secret health meter that he's dealt damage over time by that toxic water, I guess you could call it. because it behaves exactly like water. It's just green and deals damage to you. So we can actually, he might try to abuse that in a later level, but that's why you don't instantly die when you land in that green water.
Let's hope that he gets a lucky bounce on this box.
He
He
got a
does.
pretty good jump. He's gonna have a difficult jump here, but he nails the landing. Now he just has to get this last
So-
part. Yeah, you
Sometimes even if you push the box the same way, it just decides where it wants to bounce, and it can be a big reset point.
yeah, for sure.
This does seem to be a very
Yeah, this is a really good run so far, actually.
Yeah.
Might be PB pace
A lot of hard tricks that he's nailed.
for sure. Jump there.
That's the main part of Red Ball 2, just like really hard like cycle skips and things that the normal runner wouldn't go for, only like top runners. Well, hopefully he does the weird checkpoint thing here. It's
Getting
really
a
interesting.
bit of Mount Moon vibes from this level.
Yeah,
Right,
he
so
purposely dies on this.
yep. And yeah. Oh, gonna barely miss that jump. Didn't get
This
it that time
jump's
either.
pretty hard, but it's a big time
Yeah.
save.
If you mess it up in a certain way, you can actually like swim out of the toxic water. But oh, there we
Yeah.
go. So you got a bit of a corner jump there, so he's all fine. All right. So he's not gonna be going for. He might be going for it. Is he gonna go? Is he gonna go for it? you
Yeah, I
think?
think he said.
Yeah, he said he was going for it.
All right.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be going for it. Like a big skip in this level that isn't actually in the world record yet. It's newly discovered.
Yeah. So most of the time you have to push this water thing back and forth. It's very boring, but apparently you can do like a pause jump just straight on the thing that water requires to go down, and it just like breaks a lot, and then sometimes it lets you in.
Didn't get it that time. So he had to do like other parts of the puzzle to grab
Get
those
the
stars.
stars.
Yeah. He was able to push it a bit there. I'm not really sure why he hit the reset key. Maybe he's not.
It just went straight down. You needed to go like sideways.
Okay, gotcha. So he would have had to wait a while.
Yeah.
He failed it the first time because he actually hit the edge of the like hole on the left
Mhm.
side, and it pushed him, you know, to the side instead of going straight down.
I'm surprised he's going for it again.
Yeah.
I think he really just wants to show it off because it does some weird things.
Yeah, it is a pretty cool
It
trick.
like goes into the wall a bit.
There we go.
Hey.
Wow.
There
Yeah, and
you
it just
go.
snaps
Beautiful.
back. But
Really
really
cool.
glad he decided to go for it again.
Yeah,
It's a really
so
cool
that's
trick.
a big time save. They got discovered like probably like a week ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was around 2 weeks ago, I think.
Uh, this level is interesting.
It's known for being fairly difficult.
Yeah, so he is going to have to wait a while for that elevator to come back. There are some
Mhm.
pretty crazy cycle skips that you can go for in this level, but he seems to be taking it safe, which is probably the right choice.
Yeah, the cycle skip's very hard. I don't blame him
Yeah.
for trying to show that one off.
Did get a bit of a slow roll here, so we're going to have to wait a bit, but that's no problem.
Yeah.
If you do end up rolling it too fast, that triangle will actually kind of push the sphere back. Or circle. Right, here you go. Good pause
We
jump
might-
there.
Show poison health here.
Yeah, we'll see. Looks like he will.
Yeah, it looks like it. His
So he's,
poison jump's a little precise, but solid time save because you don't have to push the second box.
so he's just gonna line himself up. Oh. A little dicey. Yep, didn't get it.
Obviously, you get what he was trying to do there.
Just trying to get out of that water before it kills him.
Mm-hmm. He's going for it again.
One will be a little tough. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever gotten this trick. I don't think it's
Yeah,
that
no,
hard,
it's-
but
It's definitely something you have to practice.
yeah. You had to understand it for sure.
You have to get lucky where the first plank of wood lands, because like that second time he just had no chance. Oh, beautiful.
There you go.
That's it right there. All right. So normally this level has some invisible platforms you have to jump on the left side, but we're gonna skip about half the level. Level 18 has some disappearing platforms. This level's actually pretty difficult, and it can screw you over if you just make one
Yeah, if
wrong
you have
move.
like a tiny jump on the box, it just disappears, even if you like
Yeah.
you're basically just standing on it, and it can kill runs.
Yo.
Nice corner jump off the stair.
Alright, in this level, normally you're supposed to jump on every single plank of wood without knocking them all over. But we're going to abuse
But
pause
instead-
jumps to kind of get to the end here and push them all down.
Yeah, we just push them all on the left side, and
That
the
was
stars like
surprisingly
just
good.
push themselves.
Yeah, that
down.
was really good. Well, he's going to be gone for the pretty difficult level 20. Gets it? Dang.
Level 20 has a lot of fast strategies that.
Yeah, and it's right at the end of the run, too.
Yeah.
It is pretty whack. Okay, I've actually never seen that before.
Sadly, he missed 1 star, but he should be able to just jump from here and get it.
Yeah. Great.
It's still a big time
And
save.
he's going to hit the boat, and that is time for Red Ball 2. We're going to be switching over to Red Ball 3 with YTK Bowser. I have to adjust the crop here a little bit.
Alright.
Great job.
Yeah,
Thanks.
lovely.
And
Nice
we
run.
hit the boat, and that is time for Red Ball 2. Still hear myself because the stream delay.
Kind of failed 14 clip, but it's okay.
Yeah, got it. Second. Boop. There we go. Red Ball 3. And we're on YTK Bowser now.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Red Ball 3 also has pause jumping, but the timing is a bit different. You can actually hit pause and jump on the same frame instead of hitting jump a couple frames later, so it's much easier.
Yeah. But it's also like, it has this, it's a bit more difficult because the ground is actually uneven in this game.
Yeah,
You
that's
know.
right. So if you're off the ground by just a couple pixels, the pause jump will fail, and it just won't work. You won't
Yeah.
jump at all, actually.
Kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, bumpy ground was introduced into the game in Red Ball 3. It got a bit better in Red Ball 4, but it never left. So that's one
Yeah.
thing that is a bit annoying that we have to work around. Just have setups and stuff.
Yeah.
You skip the box there in 4 just by falling precisely.
Did you mention in Red Ball 2 that sometimes it's faster not the pause jump compared to pause jump?
No, you can explain that.
Alright, so because pause jumping requires you to like pause the game for like half a second, sometimes it's actually faster to not pause the game and do the glitchless version of the skip instead of actually doing
Right.
the glitched version. It's way more of a thing in this game compared to Red Ball 2, but
Yeah, so here's an example here, right there. Instead of
Yeah.
doing a pause jump off that box, we use a corner jump, which is a very prevalent thing in box 2D physics, where jumping on corners have really weird effects. Like, you can get lots of angular velocity from just one corner bounce. It's
and here's a
very precise. Yeah, that's another instance where we do a normal jump instead of a pause jump.
Minor thing to note, even though the flag gate is open, we actually don't allow runners to use it instantly, unless you're running a category extension called New Game Plus.
Yeah, so the reason that being is when you open the game and complete level 8 at any point, when you come back to level 8, the gate will instantly open. It's like a variable that doesn't reset until you actually close the game. And to prevent runners from having to close and reopen the game every time they do a run, we just, treat the game as a new file, as we would in any Flash game speedrun. Like, you can't just click level 20 and just play level 20. You have to treat it as a new file.
Alright. Coming up is, in my opinion, one of the hardest levels in Red
Yeah,
Ball 3.
Sphinx. So he's going to get some speed off that ramp and do a double jump. Barely passing
yeah,
those
oh,
spikes,
that
man.
was-
That was. He did not get much speed off that ramp, so that barely worked. Getting in the pyramid's a bit dicey, but he got it.
It is possible to do that without a pause jump, but it's way harder.
Yeah, we call it YOLO Sphinx. You only really do it when your run is basically dead, because it's only a really small time save. All right, here in level 11, there's some really crazy stuff you can go for. We'll see if he tries to do it or not.
Mhm. It's the hardest strat in the game, but it looks really cool if you get it.
Yeah. All right. He did go for it. I don't think he got it. He's gonna get another
Yeah,
chance
I
here,
think
though.
you pause jump a bit too early.
All right, there we go. And oh, he got the second pause jump. So there's a thing you can do if you have enough speed. You can pause jump over this entire last gap. But just because of the uneven ground and the just the high amount of speed that you need, it's really, really inconsistent. So I completely understand not being able to get that. Like, it's not even in the world record.
Oh, really?
No, the world record actually had a pretty mediocre 11.
But yeah, then you get like an insane 13 though.
I got a really good 13. On this last jump in 13, I did a pause jump. No, yeah, I did a pause jump and I got like a corner jump and I went straight up to the flag. It was actually the IL world record, so that definitely helped.
By the way, in 13, like he mentioned, you don't have to do the spring to get up to the flag. You can jump off the pegs, but it is super inconsistent.
Yeah.
Taking a couple pause jumps to get up there.
So you can get some velocity off this boulder, but he's not going to go for it, which is understandable.
It's pretty
Seems like,
hard.
oh, he did get some velocity off that button.
Did you get
yeah,
chain docked?
that is another example of a strat that doesn't require a pause jump, but yeah, you can explain doodle jump.
So yeah, I guess it's kind of like pause jump. If you're in the ground and you pause, the game treats it as 2 jumps. The problem is that you can't time it like you can with pause jumps, so it's kind of hard to do. And you got
Yeah, there's like a single frame where you can hit pause where you're like actually on the ground, but he got it first try. And he also did a thing where he paused and unpaused before he hit a platform, and that worked. That's another thing that works.
Yeah. Also, is it frame perfect? Because it doesn't feel frame perfect.
The first one is.
Yeah, the first one's definitely frame perfect.
Is he gonna get the lever?
No. If you hit the lever in a certain way, it like flips back immediately, but it's just gonna take you like a 1.5 second time loss to flip it back correctly.
Yeah, because it's inconsistent.
It is inconsistent. A lot about this game is inconsistent, unfortunately.
What about a lot of the games?
He didn't pause jump there, instead just did a normal jump, which works.
I think he's the only top runner that goes for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's how we used to do it before pause jumping was discovered. A bit of a weird boss here, but yeah. So this is the first red ball game with a boss, which is definitely something new. But that one, the Red Ball 3 boss is usually pretty easy. It doesn't, it's not that big of a run killer. But there, that was Red Ball 3, ending cinematic and everything. Next up, we're gonna have BNMC. I have to turn off the volume here. Boss here. Okay, I gotta wait a bit. Just change these.
That was quite a bad run.
It was, yeah. It was a 21-30, 35 on 1-3, I think.
I'll just wait till the run starts to turn on the volume.
For
Quite a bit of stream delay here.
Yeah, that's with like us waiting between games.
Wait,
There
it
we
was
go.
21:35. I think that's a new relay record, but not.
It might be. Have to check. Alright, so this is Red Ball 4 Volume 1. I'm the world record holder of Volume 1 with 329. Yeah, I know, crazy. Motorjam's in second. But so this game is definitely, it is the most fast-paced Red Ball game. There's no downtime, and you can get to insane speeds. So this game has a really cool double jump where you just hit the space bar twice. It's a pretty specific timing that you have to do it. So you have to kind of mash your keyboard. It, it is a frustrating trick, and it is dependent on the ground being flat where you jump, not being in the air at all.
But in this game, the ground is not as big of a deal in Red Ball
No.
3.
There's
I'm not
only
a top level runner, and I don't think I've ever been
Yeah.
screwed up by it.
There's only one place I can think of off the top of my head that is always possible to, like, it's really easy to mess up, and it's near the end of level 7, which we're in right now. I can point it out once we get there, but
So an
Yeah.
interesting mechanic that this game also has to like make the bumpy ground a non-issue for casual players is that when you roll off a platform, there's actually like a half-second period where you're still able to jump. So you're basically just jumping in midair.
it's pretty
But
cool.
yeah, it is pretty cool. We do use it sometimes, usually for kind of backups and stuff.
It's
think
in
it's-
volume 2.
I think it's using.
yeah,
Is it using glitchless? I think
it's using some strats. It's really important in low percent for a certain strategy in level 9 where you like don't collect these stars on the boxes. BNMC is on right now. So BNMC is gonna reset at that flag in 9 to get a good amount of speed going into 10, but unfortunately going to miss that double jump and not get pit skip, which is
yeah.
the
I think it was
difficult
only
trick.
named. I think it was only named Pit Skip when I discovered it. Possible in glitchless.
Yeah, so
Oh, yeah.
since there's like no time in between levels, you just go straight into the next if you have enough speed.
There's no flag
Speed
transition,
next
like
level.
yeah. But sometimes your speed to the next level is like completely lost. We still don't know exactly why it happens, but it usually happens when you're going really fast.
Yeah.
But if you
That's why all the Red Ball 4s had like fast pace.
Yeah.
versus Time and everything.
Alright, so in level 12, BNMC is going to be pushing this boulder a bit, because if you don't, the game thinks that you failed the puzzle and forces you to reset. But, so we just push that boulder and then jump over it to avoid that happening.
You jump over into like the top. It's not a. Is it a glitch? Screen DJs.
So we don't consider it a glitch, we consider it an exploit.
Yeah.
Where basically, like, if you jump right before a transition, it's like kind of like a double jump, but we don't treat it like as a
Yeah.
true double jump, so we allow it
So-
in glitchless.
Yeah, the way it
It's
works.
using 3 strats.
The way it works is you press jump right as you're transitioning, and it'll store your vertical momentum, and then when you go to the next level, it puts you on the ground, and so you have time to jump again.
Yeah, but you still have that momentum. So it's basically like a double jump, but without the glitch part.
All right, so this is the boss, and there's a couple of minor strats. Like you saw at the beginning, BNMC just held jump, to instantly hit the boss. And
So,
Unfortunately.
it's okay. It's alright. It's okay. It happens. It happens to me. I've died in phase 2 as well. Okay, it's happened. It happens to the best of us. Oh, they're gonna be happening 2
It
times.
happens twice to the best of.
Can I just mention the last phase? While
Yes.
this is happening. All right, so the last phase is actually a bit of RNG. The boss can jump either 5 or 4 times. I don't think it's RNG. It's based.
It's
on
not RNG, it's based off your position, but there's no consistent way to be in the exact same spot. And the boss is always in a different starting position as well, so there's really nothing we can do to make it consistent other than like resetting at the beginning of phase 3, but that would lose some time. So there's nothing we can really do about it except hope that we get lucky.
And you can tell if it's a 4 if you like.
Yeah, if you have good reads and you look at the jump height.
Yeah,
So that's going to be Volume 1. Very good job by BNMC. And next up, we're going to have Volume 2 by Motorjam.
Oh yeah. Did you mention that Red Ball 4 comes in 3 volumes?
Yeah, so this is the second volume of Red Ball 2. Red Ball 4 Mobile, which
I have the
is-
record in, by the way.
Yeah, yes, he does.
I am
It has 5 volumes. Volume 6 coming out this year, confirmed by the developer, so that's cool.
And this full series that we're running, I have the record for one.
Yes, indeed. So that's a cool double jump strat that Motorjam found, where you can avoid those enemies slowing you down and losing time. All right, so here we're gonna be jumping over this tree that's abused a lot in Volume 2. These trees do not go infinitely up; they basically stop at where the screen stops. Motorjam's gonna lose a bunch of speed going into 4, but still not gonna get wrecked by the peg cycle. We're gonna jump over this tree here in 4.
So losing speed in Volume 2, at least from what I can tell, is much less of a big deal compared to Volume 1 because levels are like individual segments and not like connected.
Yeah, so basically, because of all the obstacles and puzzles in your way, there's really no way to achieve a high top speed in Volume 2. So, aside from maybe the transition from 3 to 4, there's really no instance of strats that require speed from other levels, unlike Volume 1. I'm just gonna reset here. I think he's gonna go for the tree skip. Not gonna get it, so he's probably just gonna
Yeah, there's a few tree skips where you like go.
Oh, he is gonna get it
like,
then,
not on screen
of course,
anymore.
after he hits the button. That's actually a difficult double jump there because there's like a peg, and if you land on it, you're not actually able to double jump on these pegs. And the reason that is because they have a non-solid bottom, and platforms with a non-solid bottom in Volume 2 cannot be double jumped on, which is gonna yield some interesting results we'll see here in Level 8.
Yeah, so a lot of times in Volume 2 when you solve a puzzle, like the cage like opens or something opens, but you can like DJ over the trees because it's aren't all the way up.
Yeah, so he's gonna get Level 8 skip first try, which is really impressive because it's a very difficult
It's a
trick.
blind double jump.
You have to
You're not
double
on
jump without seeing where you are. It's very hard. So I'm actually very impressed that you got that.
We gotta mention
First
that
try.
he just casually was in a blade and died.
Yeah, so the reason you can't just double jump on those on the puzzle section in Level 8 is that those platforms don't have a solid bottom. We have to do that ridiculous strat. I'm surprised you got good. There is a puzzle skip here you can do in Level 10. Getting a bit of stream. He is not going to be going for it. He is going to fail the actual puzzle, though, which is a bit of a sticky situation. He is going to go for puzzle skip and then get it. So, Motorjam is really the king of backups today.
Yeah. By the way, puzzle skip is pretty hard.
Yeah.
Like, I know that.
There's like a tree double jump you can do here that's pretty difficult because you have to avoid hitting that tiny platform. He is just going to do it the normal way. Or by the normal way, I mean double jump to the second peg.
As normal as you get with DJ.
Isn't that like a corner jump with a DJ?
No, it's like you're kind of like using the tree to like guide you. It's really I'm not quite sure why it works, but you have to double jump next to the tree to get like I think it's because it like helps boost your angular velocity or something.
Alright, so can I try to explain it?
Yeah, you can try to explain.
Alright, so this is mainly used in mobile because mobile doesn't have DJ. Well, it has DJ, but it's so hard to do to the point where it's like inconsistent. But we have this trick called a corner jump where if you run into a wall, Red Ball will actually like go up a bit, and if you jump when that happens, you actually gain a bit of height. And I think the reason why that happens is because you're jumping while Red Ball is gaining height. It's a thing in both Flash and mobile, but it's but it's much less of an effect than in Flash, because I'm pretty sure Red Ball jumps higher in mobile, but I don't have any evidence to prove that. But
yeah, I think it's just like
the puzzle there. And
you can explain that.
Red Ball just frown and like, reset, so that's why we like push the.
Yeah, it's because that log I think fell backwards, and because it fell backwards far enough, the game thought he failed the puzzle, so it set.
So even though obviously we don't need it, the game still like resets you.
Alright, it's time for the best boss in the Red Ball Force.
So this boss was really slow. I made it like a bit faster by discovering that you can hit it like while and die, but it'll still like hit the boss backwards. It's we'll see if he does that.
Yeah, the longest boss.
It's a bit dicey. This boss is definitely the hardest one. Well, I take that back. Volume 3 is harder if you go for the insane strat, which I will not be going for, unfortunately. I'm not good enough at it.
It's an RNG based, kinda.
Yeah, it's crazy ridiculous. The world record actually has it. The glitchless world record, not the any percent one.
Well, that's because the glitchless world record holder is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is factual.
Yeah, so you can see he hit the boss back and died, but it was still enough to kind of prevent him from going to the other side of the screen and wasting time. So we'll see if he goes for a double kill here. He did, and he got it. So that's really impressive.
The next one's 3 in a row, and it's really hard to do without touching the.
Yeah.
Minor note, in mobile, every single one of these phases only brings down 1 ninja instead of 1, 2, and 3.
I guess he thought it was a bit too hard. Which
Yeah,
is fair, it
really
is.
hard.
Yeah, it is really hard.
This,
He's just going to let the boss go to the other side of the screen, and then he's just going to hit him back and just finish this part of the phase up really quick.
yeah, that happens.
Alright, so that's volume 2. So that is everyone else except for me. My turn.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
It is your turn.
This is my turn. Let's go, dude.
Alright,
So you're going to be wrapping this up with volume 3.
the last of the flash volume.
Let's see, come on. Dang it.
So in volume 3, you'll notice when Maximum tries to double jump, he's actually tapping much. Oh, actually, you wouldn't really be able to tell from the other runs because there was no microphone from the other runners. But the double jump timing in volume 3 is much slower than it is
There we
in
go.
volume 1 and 2. You could probably tell from the jump sounds, but double jumping went undiscovered much for like a really long time because no one ever tried to press
In the
jump
first 2
twice
volumes,
really
everyone
slowly.
like just pressed the spacebar quickly, so they just tried it in 3. It didn't work. It kind of
Yeah.
moved on. But there's
We
a
just-
slower timing that works for double jump. That works in volume 3. So
Do you think it's because of like the programming or the ground?
It's definitely something different with the
It
programming.
definitely, oh my god.
I don't think the ground changed the timing.
Yeah, it definitely has something to do with the programming, but no clue what since it's all encoded.
It's all speculation, and it's all like obfuscated too, so it's really hard to read. So we don't really know much about the volume 4 games from. Sorry, the Red Ball 4 games from a technical standpoint, unfortunately.
Yep.
So yeah, we don't know exactly why double jump works.
I should have gotten that.
That's
Isn't
just,
Isn't the current theory for double jump that like because when you're off the ground you can
Yeah.
like jump, so it's kind of like that.
That is
The developer doesn't even know, so we're kind of in the blue.
Yep. He said that he was unaware, but he's sure that
So we brought it to his attention.
yeah, he said he was sure that speedrunners would enjoy finding these glitches.
which is true.
I wonder
Yes.
if that means that
We definitely.
Yeah, he's definitely happy about the speedrunning scene for Red Ball, which is really awesome. Right when developers like their games being speedrun. So I was trying to do a thing in 10 where you phase through the laser because the lasers deal damage over time. But unfortunately, because of the speed I had from the previous level, the button kind of hit me up and prevented that from being possible.
Yes, it kills you like pretty fast over time.
Yeah.
But if you have like enough speed, like you can escape it with.
Yeah, just 1 heart left.
yeah.
So
That's also why Maximum died at level 1.
Alright.
Trying to
Minor
go for,
minor note, you can't do that mobile because it instantly kills you as soon as you touch it, which is kind of lame, but
But they were able to make the lasers a lot less laggy, so we're happy about that. Because in Flash, they like make the game come to a crawl.
that's why the glitchless time's so close to
Oh gosh,
faces
that's
which was kind of
unfortunate.
so close because
and DH
False.
is good. And the
Yeah,
boss,
these-
yeah. There's some laser.
Okay, we're good.
Oh, there you can see damage.
I'm gonna go
In
for
this-
laser phase.
In this stage, there's what? Are you going for laser phase? Yeah, there's a trick called laser phase, and it's dumb and inconsistent.
I'll go
But
for it
it's-
twice.
looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. It makes you go fast.
I want to go for it one more time. I'm sorry. It's fun to go for.
Just go for
Alright.
it. You get it.
No, that's not a good idea.
No, alright. Oh well.
Unlucky.
Yeah, it's like I cited as being like a 10% chance to get that strat, and there's really nothing you can do to make it more consistent. So,
Do you know why it fails, or?
Not enough
it's
speed? Question mark?
I think you just need the perfect amount of speed. I'm gonna go for a double jump here. That's really hard. Didn't get it. Oh well.
Yeah, you can go over this metal thing.
You can also clip through the laser, but I think that only
Yeah.
takes like a second or two.
Doesn't save as much time.
And we're in the box.
Yep.
Didn't mean to do that.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, I know my undo split button. We're good. So there's like a crazy, insane strat you can go for the boss here that I talked about earlier, where you like jump inside these crusher things. It's really difficult. It saves like
Go for
4
it.
seconds.
Wait,
maybe
it only says
5.
four.
I think
it
it's
says
5
4
seconds.
Let's see
It's
if I
Yeah,
not
can-
because
much.
it's like him. It's the boss going across the.
It's honestly like 10 seconds, dude.
No, it doesn't save
No.
that much.
You're saving the time as the boss.
It looks really crazy though. Alright, if I don't get really bad bomb luck, this is actually going to be a sub 40. So hopefully these bombs will be nice to me and roll fast. Can only hope. That first one was good. There's really nothing you can do to make these better. You just have to hope that they roll fast and not slow.
Is this better than my time, or did I get like?
I think you got a
You got 39 on
Yeah, it was
the.
like tiny, though.
But
We have to.
coming for
This
stream
does
delay,
have
I
to
think
not
this
be a
might be
bad
faster.
bomb.
There we go.
There we go.
Nice.
All right. So despite all the stream
Sub
delay
40
and
full
stuff,
series.
that was a sub 40 full series relay, which is actually really cool.
Mhm.
That is
And-
pretty cool.
It's
Sadly, not better than the individual, which is YTK Bowser.
Yeah, sadly, I did
Yeah,
have the fastest
his-
time.
yeah, his
I had
time's-
a 39:09.
Mhm.
So close to sub 39.
If I didn't reset in 14, that probably would have been overall record.
Oh.
Well,
And if you
there's
could have
also-
stream delay,
yeah,
it probably
if
would
we
have been
cut out the-
record.
Yeah, if we
But-
cut out the,
Probably
some of the
just with
transition
stream
time.
delay that beat my
Yeah.
time, which makes sense because I'm not good at Red Bull.
I did start the timer a bit late actually, so it's probably
Yeah.
like a 56, but don't worry about
It was
that.
like 2 seconds. Okay.
Yeah.
You started
So-
it in level 1.
I did. And level 1's
So
like
that's
3 seconds
3.
long, so
Yeah,
Alright, so
that's it.
that's full. That is the full mainline Flash series of Red Ball, completed by 6 different people. Really glad that we were able to come together and do this. Yeah, this is definitely a lot of fun to do. This is actually the first time that we've done this like as 6 people. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
maybe we'll come back to do it in the future. That would be
World record
Awesome.
for 6 people because it's the only.
yeah. We'll probably have to like stream to Discord and stuff to make the delay better, or just
Mhm.
Yeah, if we want to beat this, time, we
record
should probably stream it.
individually. But I did have a bit of technical issues from Red Ball 1 to Red Ball 2, but I think it was pretty smooth sailing after that. Motorjam did have a
Wait,
bit
you
of
did?
stream lag. So
Yeah,
yeah, I accidentally
apologize.
left
Oh my God,
NorXor's
it
stream
made it
playing. I accidentally left NorXor's stream with
Yeah.
the audio, so it had a bit of echo for like 20 seconds, but that's it.
Wait, did you tell NorXor he had the mouse on Red Ball 1?
Oh yeah, no,
Oh,
there's nothing we
yeah.
could do about that, dude.
No, sir, your mouse is on.
I forgot. to
Cringe.
It's all right. You had a really good Red Bull.
Yeah, Red Ball 1 is
It was
probably the best run in this whole
surprisingly fast
relay. Yeah,
with that,
if you didn't mess up 9, like that could have been a PB.
That was
I
the
think
thing.
That was
um,
like, besides like a slowish 6, that was like the only.
Yeah,
the fact
Yeah.
that I
That was my,
messed up 3, I died in 3.
And 10, you missed
Yeah.
at the
I
beginning.
think my Red Ball 2 is like an 11-minute, which is really
I don't
good.
know.
Yeah, I think it was like, I think Red Ball 1 was 3.
yeah. Despite you like resetting in 14 and a couple
Yeah,
other
'cause I'm-
things, it's all right. It's okay.
Yeah, there's some really cool stuff in Red Bull. I get it. If you said you try to a skip or something.
14 clip is really cool, so I had to go for it.
Mhm.
Oh, definitely.
I
You need
discovered
that
Can I
this.
just
clip.
I
point
discovered
something
four-
out?
Let it be known
BNMC, when I
I
said that we weren't laughing at you for boss. We actually were.
Oh, we laughed a lot.
We
I'm sorry.
like tried to
Maximum
suppress it, but
I hope
we were
there
burst
is
out
genuine.
into laughter, and he was literally
Oh,
crying.
we got the
Genuinely
second time
laughing.
Maximum like lost it.
Dude, it was so funny.
I did.
I mean, I did lose a 329 to phase 2, so I can't judge too
but did you
much.
judge?
But man,
Pixels.
but that was by pixels. I mean, no, I'm joking. I'm joking. Pixels off. Yeah, that there's a world record
Hey,
progression video for
She
that,
may
so we
have
kind of
been
meme
pixels
that.
off. We don't.
Pink pixels off, you know.
I-
No
I
big
think
deal.
it was off twice. That's great.
Also, if you notice, in Red
Okay.
Ball 2, I was squeezing a juice box and drinking.
That's nice. That's nice.
See, the thing about
Yeah,
Volume
man.
1 is when you run into the boss so much to like save time, you just forget how to jump over it. You know, it's just.
I was chugging a Coca-Cola.
I was
You might want to check in Red Ball 2 if there's any juice box squeezing.
I was not drinking any beverages. I probably should be drinking some water.
Same here.
But
It was.
I haven't
Yeah.
had water in a day because I've just been having like.
all right, we
sparkling
definitely need to
water.
wrap
I'm
up this
surprised
video.
Our only failed takes were like.
Oh, the
Stop
video's
recording
still
already.
Can we wrap up the video? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone just say goodbye. That's how we'll wrap it up. Bye.
Can I say it in
Goodbye.
Japanese?
Thank
I am
you.
YTK
No.
Bowser, and I
Bye.
Bye.